So I spent the weekend with 6 amazing women. Strong, powerful, beautiful, wise, smart, funny. And it was such a blessing to me to have this time with them, for us to share our stories, to talk into way too late at night, to eat way too much food, to just celebrate the life and beauty that is true in each of our stories and the ways in which those weave themselves together in such beautiful, powerful ways. I came away from that really aware of how they were blessing to me, and how that reminds me and affirms for me how much I want to be able to be that for others, how much I hope, in fact, that that is true. And it also caused me to really powerfully reflect on where those blessings often do come from for me, certainly in the stories of women, and women who actually surround me physically and online, but also these stories from Scripture. Part of what we did when we were together was I got to read the texts and tell the stories of some of these women in Scripture that are so close to my heart. You can see Eve behind me here and her voice over here. Across from me, you can't see this, I'm in my living room, is the story of Extravagant and her voice. And Elizabeth is the third one that Callahan and I have completed, and I want to be able to talk to you a little bit about her right now. Because for me, as I walked through this weekend, what I realized was that these women were Elizabeth's blessing to me, and they call me to offer that to you. And so that was really meaningful for me, and I just recognized this thread of God. I just recognized as I listened to them and sat with them that God shows up in these powerful, potent, real ways when we connect with one another and when we connect with stories. And these ancient stories from Scripture that we have a tendency to shy away from, at least for me, and in the context of these women I was with this weekend, spoke loudly, eloquently, powerfully on all of our behalf. And so what I want to do right now is just give you my heart. I want you to hear both the blessing that I received from these women, but the one that I offer you, the one that Elizabeth offers you. This is Elizabeth. See her? She's so beautiful. This is the latest of the, sorry about the glare, this is the latest of the paintings that Callahan has worked on with me, and the accompanying text that I've written. And we're doing 30 of these in a relatively short period of time, because we both are so committed to offering a manifested, embodied representation of women's stories that are relevant and powerful, and that remind us that we're not alone, that connect us to God and to one another. So, all that said, from me to you, from Elizabeth to me, from Elizabeth to you, these words: I nurture a voice that has the power to change the world, a voice that cries out in the wilderness, a voice that makes God known. I stand for a love that honors my women kin and all they bear and birth, beauty and strength, the seen and felt presence of God. I speak a truth that offers deep, irrevocable blessing. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is all that you bring forth. I am Elizabeth, woman of God, mother of a prophet, cousin and closest friend of the Blessed Mary, living proof of miracles, crone and wise one. I am your lineage. Hear my voice, know my love, trust my truth. You are blessed among women. Your voice, your love, your truth will bless even more. This is the lineage we share, the legacy we birth together. Do you see? We're connected. these old stories from Scripture, the God that weaves through them, and us to one another. We get to be this blessing to each other, and it's in the telling of our stories that we birth and nurture more and more of that lineage, of that strength, of the presence of God in our midst, no matter how we understand that, no matter how we experience that. So this is my thank you to the 6 women who surrounded me this weekend. This is my thank you to Eve, and to Extravagant, and to Elizabeth, and to the many stories that are yet to come, and the art that accompanies them. And this is my blessing to you. Hear Elizabeth's voice. Know that you matter, that you are not alone, and there's so much that you have to birth with Elizabeth by your side.